In this video, I will explain how to submit a publication in the document server. First, I will explain how to sign in. Then I will give more information about how to submit a publication. Preferably, start uploading your file if you have it available. This is explained in the section Submission Uploading a Full Text. At the end of this part, I explain how duplicates are detected, so you do not submit a publication twice. If you don't have a full text, you can submit a publication by using an identifier. This is explained in the section Submission using an identifier. With both option 1 and 2, most of the metadata will be completed automatically. All that is left to do is to review these metadata and add the remaining missing information. Our last option is to submit the publication manually. This is explained in the section Manual Submission. To finish, I describe how you can save or finalize your submission. If you want to jump to a particular section, click on one of the timestamps in the description of this video. In order to submit a publication in the document server, you have to sign in using your UHasselt staff credentials. At the home page of the document server, click on Sign In or on Submit. The login page of Hasselt University will show up if you are not yet logged in one of the university's applications. You are now ready to do a new submission. First, click on New Submission. Upload your file if you have it available. To do this, drag and drop the file in the box at the top, or click on Browse and select the document from your computer. So now I click on Browse and I select the file from my computer. As you can see, most of the metadata have been automatically extracted from the PDF. However, you will still have to review these metadata and add some remaining missing information. For example, language and referee status. Authors from Hasselt University are automatically identified and have a blue or orange icon next to their name. To confirm them, click on their name and then on Search. Select them from the drop-down list and then you will see a green icon. Next, click on the Save button. And do this for all the UHasselt authors. You can change the order of the authors by dragging and dropping them. To link the journal to its ID in the system, remove the last letter from the title, add it back, and select the journal from the drop-down. Then a green icon will appear. Add a description to your uploaded PDF and put it under an embargo if desired. To do this, first click on the Edit button. Then you can add a description. In this case, I choose Published Version. As you can see, the option to put a publication in open access is chosen by default, but this can be changed. You do not have to set up an embargo on published material and author versions, since the university library always checks the copyright regulations of the publisher and adapts the accessibility to the text accordingly. For other publications, you can choose to set up an embargo following the instructions in a separate video on the Document Server help page. If you want to watch it right away, click on the link in the top right corner of this video. After you have set up the embargo and added the description, click on the green Save button. If the publication you want to submit already exists in the system or has already been submitted by someone else, or if the system contains another publication with very similar metadata, you will receive a notification that one or more potential duplicates have been identified. In that case, you can choose to discard the submission, or you can indicate whether the duplicates found are indeed duplicates or not. If it is a duplicate, if desired, you can leave a message for the library when confirming your choice. If you don't have a full text, you can submit a publication by using an identifier. For example, a DOI. It is a digital object identifier. Click on New Submission. Then select the right persistent identifier from the drop-down and add the identifier in the Identifiers field. In this case, I have added a DOI, but you can also add another identifier, for example, a PubMed ID or a Web of Science accession number. In this case, the Web of Science accession number has been automatically extracted, as well as most of the other metadata of the publication. You will, however, still have to review these metadata and add some remaining missing information. Also, with this option, the authors from Hasselt University are automatically identified and have a blue or orange icon next to their name. Again, I click on the name and then I click on Search. I select the right UHasselt author from the drop-down. Then a green icon appears and I click on the Save button. Also, with this option, you have to link the journal to its ID in the system. Remove the last letter from the title, then select the title from the drop-down, and then a green icon will appear. As a third option, you can submit a publication manually. Click on New Submission. Fill in the metadata about your publication as completely as possible, at least the mandatory fields. Otherwise, you will not be able to deposit your publication. So I fill in the title, I also fill in the specified type, in this case it is a book. Then I fill in the publication year, and I fill in the editors. In this case, every editor is also a UHasselt researcher, so I have to link the editor to his UHasselt ID. To do this, I click on Search next to the name. Then I select the person from the drop-down list. The green icon appears and I click on the Save button. And I do the same for the other UHasselt editors. You can also change the order of the editors by dragging and dropping them. If your publication has authors instead of editors, fill in the authors under the Personal Authors section and follow the same procedure as for the editors. Click on Save for later if you want to continue working on your record later, or click on Deposit if you want to finish. After depositing your publication, the library will check your submission before making it publicly available. You can no longer make changes, but you can, however, leave a message for the library if there is still some information missing. Search for your submission in your list of items and click on the blue envelope. You can now send a message to the library. If you have questions, do not hesitate to contact us via the email address documentserver.bib@uhasselt.be. Good luck!